Welcome back to the Form First podcast. You are joined by your hosts, Sam and Ben. And we have a special guest on the podcast today, Sophie Charnstrom. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So for people that don't know you, can you give us a little elevator pitch of who you are and what you do?
I'm a bit like an onion. I have lots of layers, so this could go for a long time. Yeah, my name is Sophie. I've been a personal trainer and coach for about coming into my 6th year. Yeah, I have lots of hobbies. I love running. I love lifting. I love playing sports. I'm a uni student, and I've got another job working in child protection. I've been doing that for about 4 years. So it's cool to have I guess, like a career in over there, and then it's nice to have a career over here as well. But the two, I guess, contrast together, and they interlock sometimes.
Yeah.
You can use like aspects and skills and values from both.
And something that you preach in your business that I know of is your empathy that you have towards your clients. Can you explain to us a little bit about the importance of that empathy towards your clients and how that relates to their goals long term?
I think empathy is an underrated, skill or characteristic in the fitness industry. I think sometimes trainers, we can get a bit caught up in the whole, like, you're late, where have you been? Or like, you're not hitting your macros, or you didn't hit your sessions. At times, that I think there is space for a tough conversation, but I think realistically, everyone has things going on. And I think that if we can bring a little bit of empathy into our days and into our clients when they're late, or when they're having a hard day, or when they're not hitting their calories, or when they haven't worked out in a couple of weeks, instead of being, saying, why haven't you hit them, work harder, I think it's really important to have that conversation, sitting down or even going for a coffee and saying, like, what's going on here? Do we need to reassess? And 9 times out of 10, or I think 10 times out of 10 clients will say, oh yeah, I have shit going on. And it could be as simple as they're tired, or, they're sick, or they're stressed about buying a house. Like, there are so many factors that clients and humans, like, we all have issues and we all have stresses in our life. And I think the last thing, if I'm a client and I'm coming to you and I've gone, sorry, Sam, I didn't hit my sessions this week, I've been tired, and you've gone, hit them, like, hit your sessions, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not coming back. Like, I think like that's, I think it's really, genuinely, I think it's really important. That's why we need to have empathy towards our clients. We're all people. And I think it's really important that we share that empathy with our clients and with each other. And, it's like the research shows that people respond better to positive reinforcement, because positive reinforcement supports self-esteem and positive changes and behavioural changes. So I think that's why it's important.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of trainers will come in and, especially for clients I don't know that well, they'll just get them to like warm up on their own. I try and use that as a time to catch up with that person. I think always, like, you start out sessions similarly where you just ask how you've been rather than how have your sessions been, have you been hitting your steps, how much water are you drinking. It's just like, well, dude, slow the fuck down, please. Yeah. So it's just like, just ask me how I am. Let's get started on that, and I'll let you know what's been going on in my week, which we do. And yeah, so definitely, like you said, we're all people. We're all humans. We have a life outside of getting gains. So definitely need to break it down to that level. Sometimes it turns into a bit of a therapy session. It's the same with me.
Yeah.
And massage. Yeah. Hairdressers know everything about you. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, when people are in pain, they share a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The way that I open a session is, how's the body feeling?
Yeah, you do that, yeah.
And I do that every single time.
Yeah,
and that sort of opens the floodgates to be like, oh, I'm feeling a bit flat, a bit tired, I'm stressed, I'm anxious. Why is that? We do delve into that, therapy side of things as being a personal trainer and a massage therapist. But, obviously within our scope, of course, there are things that do fall outside of our scope. And
no prescriptions.
I think that we are good at knowing when to call that.
Yeah.
But it's a really important part of the job. Like, if you know what's going on outside of the session, the stresses in their life, family issues, whatever, it affects their weight trends, it affects their performance in the gym, their adherence. So the more we know as coaches, the better.
I also think it helps from a business perspective and from like a personal perspective. How many clients do you have that come in and say, I really didn't want to come in today? And I get that. I hope I'm not the only one that gets that. But they come in because I think they see the coaching aspect as a safe space. Because we're going to I know you respond the same, and your response is similar to mine in, oh, what's going on? That sucks. So how can we adjust this week to make it a little bit better than last week? And that, sometimes that looks like dropping. I have one client who, she was doing 5 sessions a week, hitting her, she was guns blazing, and she's got so much, things have changed for her, and she's got stresses now. So now we've peeled it back we've gone back to the basics, and I've just said, if you can just wake up 10 minutes earlier and go for a walk around the block, like that's how you can win your day. Like that's how, that can be a session for the week. Well, not a session for the week, but that can be part of our movement. So I think in that aspect, when people feel comfortable being honest with you, they'll actually come back as well. Cause,
big time.
Yeah, like there was one time, not here, a previous gym I worked at, I was just waiting for my client, and someone else's client walked in and they were late, and the trainer was like, where the fuck have you been? And I'm like, bro, like it's like 7 a.m. Like they probably just slept in, like, but if that was me and I've come to you and you've gone, where have you been? I'd be like, bro, I've had a crap day. And then, then that honesty and that conversation flows. People will be honest with you. And it keeps them coming back too. People want to feel good, and people will come back if they know that you can have a conversation with them. And anyway, I'm getting off track.
Yeah, and this is why we're always going to be in a job. Like, sure, you can go onto ChatGPT and get the chat to write you a program and a meal plan, but can chat keep you accountable? Can you talk to chat about your feelings? And you can, but are you like going to actually get empathy from chat from that? Probably not, right? And it's actually good to talk to someone about it.
Yeah. I agree. And as you said, I think as long as we're staying within our scope.
Yep.
Yeah. People need a little bit of accountability. I'm definitely one of those people. Like, sure, I'm across most things now, but I still need accountability from Sam, and like same with one of my mates that I just trained. One of my mates who's just reached out to me is like, hey, here's my idea. I've got a wedding next year. Your client looks really good. And then he was like, yeah, look, I feel across everything, but I just keep falling back on the alcohol. I keep falling back on the food and stuff like that. So I feel like I just need a bit of human interaction, bit of accountability. It's huge.
100%. And people always leave feeling better. Yeah, always.
Big time.
And that's why, like, I think coaches need coaches.
Yeah.
And I have a coach. Yeah. Sam's my coach. Like, I can, I can coach myself and I can hit all my sessions, but having someone there just to say one more.
Sam's just all right to be around. I think he's all right. I was late like 30 minutes to my first session with him last year because I was on a date.
That's very annoying.
I was on a date. I know, it was bad. It's like 20 minutes, like, sorry, bro, it's my first date.
First and last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I just like remember not feeling, like he would have been pissed, but not feeling pressure.
No.
He still asked how I was, what I was doing, all this type of stuff, and I stuck around, and now look at us.
We're on the pod.
Yeah, we're on the pod and we have a gym, so there you go.
Speaking of lasting results, what are some steps that you use for your clients to set them up for long-term success?
I think you have to, as a coach, adapt to your client. Something that I'm huge on, huge on, like, planning your week. Because I'm a forgetter, I forget things, and like if something's like, if I can't see how my week is looking, I'll forget. So I really try and encourage my clients to use their Google Calendar. I know you like Google Calendar. I'm assuming you do too.
Just normal calendar.
Oh,
yeah.
Google Calendar's the go,
yeah,
dude.
Apparently.
Just love it. Anyway, I see if my clients, can spend 5-10 minutes at the end of the week and, say, what do I want to achieve next week? And that might be, 3 sessions, steps every day.
Yeah.
I'll say to clients, do do you need me to check in with you this week? Which day do you prefer? And things like that. And then that helps people reflect on their week.
Yeah, just giving your clients a minimum goal to hit each week, something as a feel good, something they can tick off. Reflection is something that we've spoken about quite a bit. That's a game changer for people once they really utilize it properly instead of reflecting negatively.
Yeah.
Then you, like you said, you're giving them that minimum effective dose where they can hit, let's say, 3 sessions this week, or let's try and hit, maybe I can't do 14,000 steps every day this week. Let's try and hit 10.
Yeah.
Just for something for them to tick off. That's why I really like the apps and stuff like that. If I've hit my water for the day, let's say, and I get to tick
I have
that box, you know?
I have a like a daily diary.
Okay. I'm not that organised.
Oh, I am. I have like 3 calendars, and I have like a physical one. I have a physical one that I take everywhere. Then I have one at home, and then I have one in my phone. Yeah. Because I forget things. So in my diary, it's from Kiki K. You can just tick off how much water you've had for the week and tick off how many steps you've done.
It's a good feeling.
Honestly, and then I think at the end, I say to myself, shit, I have to write this down on Sunday night, and if I don't go for a walk, I'm going to remember that on Sunday night. I need to be better for myself. Like, it's like a game. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So, that's how I try and support my clients. But
Yeah, I think having a calendar and using that well is an absolute game changer.
And color coding it.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've got work, you've got home, personal, color code it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then syncing it up with people. Like
I do that.
Ben and I, my wife, clients, syncing it up so people know your schedules, what you've got on at certain times, and blocking out certain things. Like we've spoken about this on the podcast before, but like blocking out a time to have lunch might seem really simple, but actually spend that time to go have lunch or block out some time to go train. Because for me, super busy, like if I don't block that time out, it gets to 5 o'clock and I'm like, shit, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And if you haven't prepared for something like that, like a training session, you get to 5 o'clock and you're just like, going home.
I think I actually genuinely believe that that's where people go wrong. Yeah. Like if you
plan for it.
Yeah, like if I don't plan when I'm going to do my workouts, I'll be like, oh shit, it's Tuesday. Fuck, when am I going to do that?
Shit, it's leg day. Yeah.
Yeah. Damned on that one. But yeah, I think for me, I really enjoy visuals and like that self-accountability. But I also think that comes down to time management. Like I think if you know how to manage your time correctly, you're just going to have a better day.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of time management, how have you, with your many hobbies, as mentioned at the start of the podcast, how do you find that you manage your work life, personal, all that type of stuff?
I have a theory, okay? I think...
Besides the diary.
Diaries.
Yeah.
I think that busy people are the best people. I think that people that are busy know how to prioritize their time well. Because I think, like last night I came off a night shift and then I've gone, okay, I need to be prepared for the podcast today. So how am I going to win the morning so that I can have a productive day and be focused in the podcast? So I knew I had to do certain things at home. So I've finished my night shift, done my certain things at home, had a shower. Now I'm here. So I think I've had multiple people say to me, "Oh, you're so busy. You're going to burn out." And I say, there are days where I'm tired and there are days where I miss sessions and I don't show up, but I think that's the reality that everyone has. Like I don't
big time.
Yeah, just because I'm busy doesn't mean that I think everyone sort of has that, but I think I manage my time well because I have good priorities, I guess. Like I know how to prioritize my time and I know what needs to be prioritized. So like I'll, in my Google Calendar, like today, for example, I had, like 8 till 11 or something housework and then 11 till...
And you name it.
And I color code it. I had like my tradie friend came over. So I had like 12 till 1, like his name in the calendar. Yeah. And I think that's how I'm able to prioritize my time well. Is because I guess I have I have my own what I think are good priorities, and I just put it in my calendar and I know what needs to be done. But of course there are days where I don't follow through. Like I don't always hit my sessions or show up, I guess, the best I can. But I think you're only human, and sometimes you can't always show up. But yeah, I guess I just know what's important to me. And I think another really good aspect of time management is having someone to keep you accountable. So, for example, Wednesday nights I go to run club, and the last thing I ever want to do on a Wednesday night is go for a run. Like, let's be honest. I just want to sit at home and I just want to sit at home. But I have people, again, they put a poll up every Wednesday and I tick that I'm going. So if I'm not going, I'm like, they're going to ask where I am. So that helps me stay accountable. So I think like having and like playing sports as well keeps you accountable, not because you've paid for it and you have to show up for people. And having a coach is helpful because you pay them and they have expectations of you and you don't want to let them down. So I think if you can have someone that keeps you accountable, or find a run club or a sports club, or if you're appointment driven, that can really help you prioritize your time. That's what helps me prioritize my time. I guess just doing activities with other people, training with my friends if I don't want to do it by myself, or, you know, that's how I prioritize my time.
I think time management's been a struggle for me lately, and it's something I brought up with Sam, and he's like, sometimes you just got to fuck the work-life balance. Sometimes you've just got to...
Sometimes shit sucks.
Yeah, and sometimes you can prioritize rest, right? So, like, let's say you don't have to prioritize work over gym session or whatever it is over a gym session, but you can prioritize, I'm just not in it right now. I'm not in the game. I need to go rest, go chill, go home and just do nothing. Just reset a little bit and reflect, or whatever it might be. But
that's you setting really good boundaries as well, like personal boundaries.
Yeah, and Sam, I don't know if you have much to sort of shed on like what you mean by, you know, you're just going to have to sacrifice. Obviously, there's no such thing almost as like a perfect balance.
Yeah, I remember like I was at a like a conference with my business coach, and they had a guest speaker on, and he like stood up at the front. He was like, "Fuck work-life balance." And I was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" And that was what I was striving towards, you know, like
finding the perfect,
you know, growing a family, you know, work life, like trying to find that perfect balance. And he's like, "There's no such thing as work-life balance. There's work-life harmony." And
that's cool.
Hang on.
I'm gonna steal that. Next tattoo, I reckon.
And what he was meaning about that is like he's got a family, he's got a really successful business or businesses, and he's like, one week I might have to be really involved in the business and give that 110%, and maybe that means I won't be able to be as good of a, you know, father and husband, and then the next week I put the business aside and then I can be a really good husband, father. So it's like you got to find the harmony, what needs attention. Like there has to be a level of harmony between the two, so that they, you know, there's a push and pull effect.
Yeah.
And I guess that also comes down to like your values, and I guess like what you value and what you are prioritizing like in that moment, because things change. You know, if you're a shift worker, you run a business, you've got a family, your week is going to look different every single week, and you're going to be pulled in different directions all the time. So I think if you need a rest day, then that's like fine. And if you're pulled to the gym more this week and you're pulled to your family next week, you know, that's life.
Just got to work it out.
For sure. And can we just speak about your hobbies just for a minute?
Yeah, I think I know.
What is the hobby that is quite niche that not many people would know about?
No.
Do you know about this?
No.
It's not very exciting.
I'm scared.
It is.
I play Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Okay, here's an actual really fun fact about Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah.
When I was, I think, 18 or 19, I was crowned Australia's best youth player.
Oh, stop.
It's so random.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
I've like actually played like around the world, like the US,
What?
Canada, Manila.
That's sick.
Yeah, all around Australia. I love Ultimate Frisbee
Oh my God.
so much.
I didn't know there was that many opportunities with Ultimate Frisbee.
There's not. That's why because it's such a limited, like, small sport.
Yeah.
The same people make the same team.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Oh, that's sick.
And we're always needing
should
players.
go out for a game, mate.
We actually should.
But the thing about Ultimate Frisbee is that people always say, that sounds sick, or do you just throw it to your dog? And then you say, come play. And they're like,
Yeah, it's
no,
hectic.
that's too hard.
Yeah, it's
every
full on.
single time.
Yeah. I used to play it heaps at school. We always used to love it. Like, we used to just be waiting to play Ultimate Frisbee, just like PE.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Or like touch footy. That was also another fun one. Yeah, you've got other hobbies, do you?
Yeah, I've recently started playing volleyball on Sunday nights. I've got a mega serve, guys.
Do ya?
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
I love sport.
To you, what's the importance of your hobbies, the importance of what you're doing for yourself?
I don't think it's selfish to take time for yourself. I think it's important. I think having hobbies is like a really important part of your identity and who you are, because I know some people that come home and finish work and then they just sit down and watch TV for the rest of the day, which is great, like love a TV show, honestly. But if you're not finding something that brings you joy, it sucks. Like, I think because I am so busy and I do dabble in a lot of hobbies, keeps my mind busy. And one of my biggest hobbies right now, as Sammy knows, is my plants. I love plants so much.
Okay.
Fun fact for the listeners, I have their plant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do you know that? Was
yeah.
I allowed to say that?
Yeah, that's awesome that you
She's
took
doing
that.
well.
Good.
Her name's Philly. Like we love her.
Philly.
She loves me. Yeah, we're doing great. But I think especially when you're pulled in so many directions and you're just exhausted, and my other job, it's quite emotionally taxing. So and even PT, that's tough too. You spend hours and hours listening to people and moving around and lifting dumbbells. Like, it's taxing. So when I get to go home and I get to water my plants and I see a new leaf and I'm like, I've supported this. I have contributed to. I sound a bit woo-woo right now, but I've contributed to something really positive, and it's it's good for the environment. It's good for me. It's good for the air. So
I'm literally a massage therapist. I'm like the king woo-woo. It's all good.
thank God, honestly. But I think if I'm not doing that, I'm playing sport. That's so much fun for me because it's community, it's people. It takes your mind off things, and I think if you're able to have something to look forward to, I think you're just going to be a bit happier.
Yeah.
And that's why I think hobbies are important.
Great shout.
That's why I think it's important for me to have hobbies outside of health and fitness, because I can fall into hobbies that are like run clubs and sports, and I'm like, hold on a minute, like I'm always freaking tired now, so what can I do, something that's peaceful, plants, colouring in, love it.
Colouring in.
I love colouring in.
Oh, I need to fucking pick that one back up. My thumbs are too cooked to actually hold a pencil, so it might not last long.
All these things that you're doing, like plants, colouring in, like assuming your phone's not anywhere near you, you're not near social media or anything, it's like a bit of a form of meditation, right?
I'd like to say yes, but look, the aim is to put your phone away. I have a timer on my phone, like a social media timer. Do I click exit all the time? I do, but I am trying to be more mindful. So when I am watering my plants or colouring in, I'm just focusing on what's in front of me and trying to be a bit more present in the moment. Makes the day go better. And I actually think clearer when I'm focusing on one task. All of my ideas from this podcast came from when I was running, because that's all I can do is think when I run.
Bit of clarity.
Yeah.
And breathe. Yeah.
Yep.
So
you have Brick, right?
Yeah, I've got a Brick. So for those that don't know, it's a little NFC chip, and it's magnetic, so you can put it on your fridge, and then you go up and you tap your phone on it, and it bricks you out from all your social media or what you choose to brick yourself. And then the only way that you can get back into it, if you go up and you scan your phone back onto the fridge. So if I'm like sitting on the couch and I'm like, go to open Instagram and I'm bricked, I have to physically get up off the couch and tap it on the fridge. I'm not going to go do that. I'm just going to go chill or whatever I'm doing. It's been a game changer for me. Like, I've been far more productive.
Nice.
Like, I've definitely been addicted to social media in the past, and just really saw how that negatively has affected my mental health as well. My mental health has been the best it's ever been since I've been off socials. And then I still give myself a bit of time each day to because our businesses run through social media, so we have to have some sort of presence. So, usually at the end of the day, I'll log back on, maybe go on for half an hour, and then log back off, done.
Yeah.
Be way more present.
We are going to talk about why no pain, no gain doesn't work for absolutely everybody. Because we were speaking about empathy before. So what is your take on something like that?
we don't need to smash our clients 100%. Like they don't need to show up every day at 100%. I don't show up every day at 100%. I can't, you can't, you know, we've all got things going on. So yeah, my take on that is that it's actually not feasible all the time. You know, you can have an exceptionally great workout and have no DOMs the next day. And you can have an exceptionally good workout and work at, you know, RPA or 9 and not feel like shit afterwards. So I think that's a really important factor to consider. I think it's a bit of an old saying anyway. I mean, I haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah.
But that's sort of my take on it. It's literally just as simple as that. You don't have to smash yourself 100% every single workout to get gains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think consistency and habits over a long period of time will beat one really hard, grueling workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can only sustain that for so long.
Yeah, I think as well, you know, if you can show up today at 50%, that's better than not showing up at all. So I think, you know, as I was saying before about my client, if she can't do her sessions this week, that's fine. Just do what you can because that's more achievable and that's still a positive start for her day and it's still a workout. You're still moving your body. That's more important than coming to the gym 5 days a week and doing a half-assed workout that you don't want to do. You don't want to dread your workouts. It's okay to dread your workouts sometimes.
Yeah, it's something I've just done recently where I thought it was the right thing to take the entire week off because I was just feeling burnt out to the max. I was helping people move out of their house, doing my job, which is quite physical.
Yeah.
Playing soccer, doing all these different things. And I was just like, and I've been on a lower amount of calories for a little while now. So it's all just sort of catching up.
That's a lot for you, yeah.
Yeah. So it was all just catching up. And last week I said it to Sam. I wasn't going to say anything. I just said it in passing that I was taking the week off. And he was like, why don't you just do like 2 sessions at a deloaded rate and just keep the habits going? Because you'll just screw yourself for the next week when you get back into all your normal routine. And you'll just feel a hit strength-wise, you'll feel a hit motivation-wise and all this type of stuff. And he was like, you know what? I was really looking forward to a week off, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad that he said it because – and the thing is like even on a deload, when you feel like that, and everyone – it's not just because of my job. People can have a sit-down job and feel checked out.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like it's not what I'm saying. It's just because it's physical. But, yeah, when you're feeling like that, it can still be like a deload. I remember when I was doing that last week, it still felt hard as fuck. I was like, holy 100%. Shit, how do I lift 30% heavier than what I'm doing right now? I felt cooked. But I'm glad I still did it because I've come back this week to the gym in the same flow and just feeling so much better for it. So, yeah, the no pain, no gain thing is getting a bit old for 100% of the time.
Also, let's just acknowledge the fact that you showed up when you felt like you didn't want to. Like, snaps for Ben, y'all. Like that's important.
It's because he holds me accountable.
He's just the best, isn't he?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm getting a big head over here.
Yeah. I mean, that day for like 30 seconds, I didn't like him. He texted me later that day and was like, are we still friends? No, what'd you say? You mad at me?
You mad at me?
Yeah, he's like, you mad at me? Oh, it was great.
Yeah, I think showing up, and even if it is at a deloaded rate, or what I say to clients that do FIFO and they're on night shift, I say just do 2 sets. Do what you can. Do the compound lifts. Just show up and keep the habit so that next week when you're on day shift or you're back into your normal routine, then it's not going to be as such of a big of a struggle to get back into it.
No, it was a huge lesson for me. Massive lesson for me going forward with my coaching and stuff like that. And I mean, at the end of the day, if I do mention that to a client or someone mentions that to the client and they're like, nah, I'm not doing it, then I guess that's just like, that's your call. Yep. Don't force them and bring them back to it when they're ready to go.
Yeah, and I think as well, another like really important aspect of that is it's not just about showing up, I guess, for your body and like the gains and stuff. It's also about keeping those habits, you know, because I think sometimes people struggle to come back. Like, I've had a week off. Yeah. I know I can't be bothered. But if you showed up in a different way, you know, going for a walk or doing a deload session,
hitting those little goals, like you said before.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll be honest, like a lot of my compounds right now, I'm only doing 2 sets. I'm really the same.
Yeah.
Maybe the same workout.
Yeah.
I do cookie cutter programming, of course.
Yeah.
Not tailored,
Shortcut.
you know.
I'm on 200 calories a week. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
This
What the
guy.
hell?
I'm getting exposed.
Yeah, legit. So I'm doing 2 sets for most of my compounds. And as I was saying before, I'm an onion. I have lots of layers. I have so many things going on, but I still want to prioritize my training. And my strength has not decreased at all.
Mm.
Like, if anything, I'm getting stronger. Like, I hit a 100 kilo deadlift the other day.
Damn.
105.
105.
Far out.
Yep.
Good on you.
On 2 sets.
That's heavy.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's heavy.
Thank you. Because I think there was a pattern in my training where I was just like not doing the 3rd set or not doing it at all, actually. Like, I was like, fuck deadlifts. Like, I don't feel like doing this today. But, you know, we had a conversation or Sammy just recognized what was going on and it was like, okay, we're just going to peel it back down to 2 sets, 2 working sets, which is, and it works. And I've actually utilized that with a lot of my clients as well. Or even, 1 set.
Yeah.
Like 1 working set. I've got a couple of clients just on 1 set for split squats, just so that they do them.
Yeah. Tick
Just
them
so
off.
that they do them, or 1 set of lunges. But yeah, I think that's important. You know, my workouts have gone from dreading them or not going at all to 28 minutes or 35 minutes of a really freaking good workout.
It's very similar to Ben's situation. We spoke about this on a
Cookie
previous
cutter, is this what's
episode.
going on?
Yeah.
But he was dreading doing RDLs to the point where he didn't want to do them at all. 3 sets, and then we dropped you down to 2 sets, and now
Yeah.
you actually enjoy doing legs. You enjoy doing RDLs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's less things
Love
to tick
them.
off.
Nah.
Yay!
Yeah. I guess that ties us in nicely to the next topic.
Yes.
Which is why we don't all have the same 24 hours in a day.
I'm so passionate about this. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's because when I started working shift work, I was like, holy crap, I have so much time, but I have no time at all. So yes, I would die on this hill. I really will. Please don't challenge me. I don't like to be challenged, but I'm welcome to feedback. I just think, you know, using a really concise example, you know, yourself, Sam, you've got kids, you got another one on the way. Can I say that? Yep. You have a business, like, you know, you're a homeowner, you have an animal, right? You're a busy human being, you know, and you have to train and you have to talk to this guy all the time. You got to run a podcast. That you have so
This
much
animal?
stuff going on. Yeah, this animal.
Yeah.
So your hours, your day is going to look, and your free time is going to look so different to my friend that lives at home and studies full time. So I will die on the hill that not everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Physically, we all do. You know, the clock is the same for everybody, but you have to feed the dog, got to walk the dog, you got to, you know, feed your kids, you got to go to school pickup, you got to look after Whitney, you know, you have all these things that you need to do. You have to show up for your clients, you got to run a podcast, you got to edit your podcast, you got to talk to Ben. Like, you have so many things that you need to do in your day that take priority before you have the, not privilege, I guess, but the time to train, to meal prep, to have a shower, wash your hair, all that stuff. So
Have Sam time.
have Sam time.
Yeah.
And that's why I look after his plants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. True.
Yes. So that's why I think everyone has different time in their day. And I'm really passionate about that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think I followed a bodybuilder back in the day, like, mad respect for him. And he was like, everyone does have the same 24 hours in a day,
Wrong.
hustle this, hustle that. And like, I sort of adopted that like in my early 20s, you know, training.
Yeah,
that sort of
didn't we
stuff.
all?
No family,
Yeah.
you know, no pain, no gain, etc.
Yeah.
He's recently become a father himself, and he's going back on his word. And he's saying now, okay, not everyone does have, yes, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Not everyone has the same 24 hours in a day.
100%.
Yeah, because he's got, you know, runs a really successful business. He's got other priorities now. He's got a wife and a baby to look after.
100%. But I bet he still manages his time really well.
Yep.
This person sounds like a great role model.
Yeah, very much so.
Sounds like perspective as well,
Yep.
because you can say all these things like you were saying about Sam is like it's with a lot of people it's this, it's that, it's a child, it's a wife, it's a someone you have to look after. And I bet that person, similar to Sam, to anyone else, it sounds like this guy, like you were saying before, he's going to burn out. Whatever, this guy's got no clue how to prioritize his time, all that shit. He's just like, you're not chilling by any means.
No.
But like, you're fine. Like you rock up every day with a very consistent attitude towards the day.
You really do.
And things like that. We're giving him a massive head.
Actually, can we have some compliments over here?
Yeah, like what the hell,
okay.
dude?
I'm just keeping going a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
longer.
yeah.
Right?
I've had enough.
I'm about to explode and then they'll come
Shit.
back to me.
Yeah.
Shit.
But that goes for anyone. Like we've got a lot of people in this gym, including yourself, that fill their days up with a lot of things, but because they want to, it's their choice and they know how to manage their time. We're all freaking grown-ups. I'm getting there, but I don't have a kid or a dog. I've got a partner, but she does the looking after, not me. Yeah, she's pretty much my calendar. So there you go.
Yeah, and look, I'm a big believer of positive self-talk as well. Like, if there's been multiple times where I've come into the gym where you've been up all night with your daughter, not sleeping, come in, 4 hours sleep, whatever it might be, and I'm like dragging my feet.
Yeah.
But you can't show that to your clients. You're the one that needs to show up and give them your all. So like when they come in and they say, "How are you?" I'm good. You sort of put that mask on and obviously you can let that out later. But I think that plays a massive role in how you present yourself and how you feel as well. Like if you're going around saying like I'm tired all the time and
speaking it into existence,
then you're probably going to feel even more tired.
But also I think that comes down to choice. So not everyone has choice. So you don't have a choice if your children are not sleeping, but you have a choice how you for the rest of your day, or you have a choice of how you can respond to that.
Yep.
So maybe they didn't sleep last night. Shit, like. No, I've got to go to work right now. I don't feel like it. Maybe you have half an hour of time in the morning. Maybe you could do what's going to make me happy. What can I do in this very second to make me a bit happier? And that could literally be, for me, if I have a crappy day, I go get a coffee.
Yeah.
I just it's a bit of a treat, It's very exciting for me.
Do you go walk to get the coffee? Do you like a walk?
I do like a walk,
to the coffee shop.
But I don't, because if I walk without my dogs, I feel guilty. So I'm like, no, I don't walk to get a coffee. I really don't. I usually get it on my way here or leaving here.
Yeah.
Or I make Rishi go get it for me.
I was just trying to find another similarity with you, to be fair.
Oh, fun.
Just
do you walk to get coffee?
I try to. That's my it's the same with my partner. It's just like if we have a morning or we have a little bit of time, we're like, let's walk, get a coffee. I'm not going to worry about the $6 today. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter to me 2 days later.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me 30 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I think what you're saying is that's a priority to you. Spending time with your girlfriend and being present with her is so important to you in that moment. So $6 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Not even remotely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that cost of like happiness and spending time with your loved ones, like you can't put a price tag on that.
No.
Yeah.
So if you follow a vegetarian diet and
I do
have for quite some time now.
Yeah, maybe 9 years, 10 years.
Wow. Great effort.
Yeah. Thank you.
I tried for 6 months. Didn't work out after the 6 months. Someone came out with a big old hot dog and that was game over for me.
Yeah. Love a hot dog.
Yeah.
For those of your clients and those who might be listening to the podcast that are vegetarian and they're struggling to hit their protein or reach their goals, or maybe someone that does want to transition over to vegetarian, do you have any tips and tricks on how they can continue to achieve their goals with a vegetarian diet through weight loss and muscle gain?
Yep. My biggest piece of advice would be don't listen to other people. If I had $1 for every single time, it's only ever men that say it. Like, you're a personal trainer and you're a vegetarian? I'm like, okay. whoa, I don't consume meat. Like my life's over. I'm a shitty PT because I don't eat like chicken. So I would just say ignore that, because if that's what your values align with, like if you don't want to eat meat, if you don't want to consume dairy, that's your prerogative, and if that's what's important to you, then stick to it. The other part of that is being realistic, and I struggle with my protein. You know, I'm healthy, I'm fit. God, it's difficult to hit your protein as a vegetarian. Like that, you know, we're lucky to live in a world where there are so many. Every day there's a new protein shake, or there's a new pasta that's coming out. Yeah, love it. Yeah, but you do need to be realistic that it is actually quite difficult. And for me personally, and we've spoken about this before, the easiest way to hit my protein is if I eat it in the morning. I think that's the same with most people, meat eaters or not, I think, actually. But I think for me, there aren't a lot of like snacky foods that are vegetarian. Not vegetarian, high in protein for vegetarians. So
gotcha.
If I, like this morning, my like new daily ritual was like having a bagel and then a protein shake. And then some, I love bagels right now. I'm really in a bagel trend.
Bagels fuck. Yeah.
They really are so good. and I know that like bagels only have 10 grams of protein, which is like fine, but I'm still hungry after. So I have a protein shake, and that just ties me over. So I guess the importance, if you want to be a vegetarian, reach out to people that can support you, dietitians, coaches, nutritionists, doctors. Do your research. There are a lot of, I got a lot of days without drinking protein powder, and if I do that maybe once a week, I'm like, God, I'm so cool. Like I'm so good for doing that. It doesn't happen very often. It's so difficult. Like it is difficult, but you know, things like grains, like there is so much protein in grains, like protein pastas. Like I've recently discovered cottage cheese, like like the rest of the world apparently. Yeah, I know. Nutritional yeast, protein pastas, protein shakes, dairy. You guys, I consume for the listeners, I keep talking about how much dairy I consume. Like, you know, low-fat cheese, cottage cheese, milk, cheese. Like, I consume so much dairy.
Egg whites.
Oh, eggs freak me out. I can eat eggs. I can eat them, but I get the egg ick sometimes. Okay. And I think because I've been vegetarian for so long, I would just have eggs all the time. Yeah. Because it was like what I could eat.
I hope you don't get the dairy ick.
No, please don't bring that up, because I do get the dairy ick.
Oh, no.
And I don't want to go vegan. So
oh no. That's right. You can go back to eggs.
I do eat eggs, just not all the time.
Yeah.
So there are ways, I think, being vegetarian, and don't underestimate like what you can eat. Just do your research. Soy is really good. Dairies, milk alternatives, soy crisps, textured vegetable protein.
Yeah, soy crisps.
Fava beans, is that what they're called?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fava beans.
Yeah.
And cheese.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah, so guys, if you're a veggie or even a vegan, I'd say you've got some tips for them as well.
Hit me
and
up.
you're looking to get on top of your protein intake and your meal plans.
Also,
Coach Soph
fucks with tofu. Like, I love tofu so much. I have like on my Instagram, guys, check it out, like a little, what are they called? Highlight reel.
Yeah.
Of just all the tofu that I
Tofus?
make.
Yeah, awesome.
I just love it. I love tofu.
And tofu contains all 9 essential amino acids to make it a complete protein as well. So, like, it is comparable to, you know, like a chicken breast or something like that. Obviously, it's not going to have exactly the same profile. No. But in terms of like a complete protein for vegans and vegetarians, tofu is very good.
You can do so much with it. I've honestly barely had it, but I've seen how much. Yeah, thank you. I've seen how much you can do with it.
Yeah.
And people just start cooking. I think I heard someone was like, cook your veggies and your tofu and stuff like you cook meat. Just like, as in.
Yeah, I do that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
I think for me, another tip and trick that I tell all my clients, I don't know if this is because I'm a vegetarian or this is just like a general tip I use. When I cook, I pick a protein source and then I cook my meal around that.
Yeah.
So I think that goes for everyone, but specifically for vegetarians, because you can have chicken with everything. You can have chicken in
Yeah.
pasta, you can have chicken in pizza, you can have chicken in curry. But I think as a vegetarian, you have to think about what you're eating a lot. So for me, I pick like a protein pasta, and then I cook my sauces around the pasta. Or like if I want tofu, I'll cook the tofu, and then in my mind, what am I like carb and fiber sauce am I going to have around the tofu? That's just a tip and trick that I use, probably for everybody actually.
Yeah. I noticed on the list of high protein foods, you didn't know any of the fake meats.
I do like the fake meats. I'm just a bit conscious that you can have whole foods.
Yep.
So, for example, I probably eat like the fake meat maybe once a week, maybe. And it's usually a burger of some sort.
Yep.
Or a hot dog. As you were saying before, or like a sausage.
Yeah.
Because that is something that you can have when my family come over and they're having a barbecue, I can have a sausage. So I can fit in socially, I guess. I do love a fake meat. There are a few reasons why I don't have them all the time. Firstly, they're quite expensive. For the portion sizes, they're quite expensive. And secondly, there's just a lot of ingredients on the packet that I don't know what they are. And I'm not against lots of packaged foods or processed foods, but obviously it's important to, I guess, limit that and eat whole foods.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also I sort of eat to fuel, whereas I think my boyfriend Sam, he's like, so
He's
if
to
you eat,
satisfy.
yeah, he's like you eat a lot of tofu, like this is prison food. He calls it prison food, but it tastes so
Got
good.
that.
But I think it's because I cook to fuel, and if it tastes good, hell yeah. Whereas Sam's like, maybe we could branch out and eat like, I don't know, like a really delicious meal. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you don't want like a slab of tofu and like
you're
rice?
just like, what
do
world
you
do you
mean?
come
Like,
from, bro?
yeah, and then I realized my
That's-
personal trainer, and that's like ingrained in my brain, like a
That's
slab
so
of meat.
funny.
So,
Protein.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's a great approach, and it's the same if you're vegan, vegetarian, or a meat eater. It's like you prioritize your whole foods first, and
Yeah.
then you can have some highly processed food sprinkled in there every now and then. But obviously, having it on a regular basis is not going to be great.
Yeah, I think it's also, I don't know if we want to go down this route of like digestion and stuff, but it just makes you feel so much better. Well, me, when
we can go down this road for sure.
Yeah,
Digestion's
okay.
massive. Yeah.
great.
Go for it.
Like, I just think it makes me, if I eat my slab of tofu and rice and broccoli or whatever I eat with spices and stuff, don't worry, I feel good.
Yeah.
And the next morning I can wake up, pass my stall, and move on with my day.
Awesome.
We're going to go down
Yeah,
there?
go
Okay. Maybe someone else talk. But like, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's
I
good.
just feel better. And that's another factor why I don't eat a lot of that fake stuff, because that's just so freaking heavy in your stomach sometimes.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just eat whole foods, I can just sleep well, digest my food, go to the bathroom, get on with my day.
There you go, guys. Hot tips on your stool.
Well,
Nice
thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, it was
Soph.
awesome.
We really appreciate
cool.
it. If anyone's listening to this podcast and they resonate with you as a coach, where can they find you, and do you have coaching spots available?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram. It's just at Sophie Charnstrom. I do have coaching spots available. I have some online spots and in-person spots. I don't tend to do evening sessions, but I'm also pretty flexible.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks,
Well
guys,
done.
for this. Is the best
Excellent.
time. I was
Thanks for
feeling a bit
coming on.
nervous, but this has been really fun.
Yeah, perfect. Well,
Loved
thanks
it.
for tuning in for episode 13, guys. Don't forget to give us a follow and give us a 5-star rating, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.